Salut! Cristal Plamondon à Calgary. Je suis ici avec Robert Reynolds de les Mavericks. C'est une belle surprise et une belle chance à parler à un groupe. Robert, cut that. I'll start over.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm smiling because the
thinking in
language
English.
is throwing me off.
I'm thinking in
Wow.
English and it's gross.
It's okay. You do what you do. Take all the time you need.
Okay, go ahead.
Salut, ici Cristal Plamondon à Calgary avec Robert Reynolds du fameux groupe Les Mavericks. Ce soir, on va avoir une entrevue avec Robert et aussi on va voir les Mavericks en spectacle. Welcome, Robert. It's a pleasure to meet you and
Thank you very much.
have an interview with you.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I wish that I could speak French because
Well, you could say, you could just say bonjour tout le monde.
when I'm done or now.
At any time.
Bonjour, tout le monde.
See, because
How was it? Okay.
all those French girls will think you have beautiful eyes and they'll say,
Oh.
So how's it going? How's your tour going in Canada?
It's just started, and it's going wonderfully. I apologize to you today for my voice being a little out. It's mostly not from singing. It's more like a sore throat situation.
A frog in your throat.
How do you say a frog in your throat in
Un
French?
grenouille dans la gorge.
Exactly, just
Il y a
what
une
she
grenouille
said.
dans la gorge. So I'm going to ask you a little bit of history of the Mavericks, how long
Please.
you've been together, and who brought this together, and the name Mavericks.
Right. Well, the three of us, Raul, Paul, and I, originally formed the group, though we were friends with Nick, our guitar player, the sort of devilish goateed fellow. But the three of us got it together in 1989, so we're going on like 8 years together. Yeah, 8, 9 years together. And yeah, we got together and wanted to play a different kind of music, something that wasn't typical in Miami, Florida. And as you well know, country music is not a big deal in Miami.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, yeah, we're a Miami band. Very international down there, you know. So
A lot of French people in Florida.
absolutely, and a lot of them vacationing there
Exactly.
in the winter months. So we got the group together, and the name, the Mavericks, just seemed to fit. I mean, we were so different for Miami and for the Miami club scene. We were not the typical, we didn't play Latin or reggae or punk or, you know, but we were playing in all those clubs, you know, and playing our music, this sort of country hybrid. And as you will see on our new record that's coming out in March, you'll see that we've mixed a lot of sounds, a lot of Latin, some horns. It's becoming sort of mutating or morphing, or how do you say morph?
I have
Mutate.
no idea.
Changing.
Yeah. This will all be translated.
Oh, it will be?
Subtitles. Mhm.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
So you won't put a French guy over my...
No, we want to hear your beautiful voice, and
Oh,
we'll just have
nice.
subtitles. Well, you're really Mavericks.
Yes, I guess we
In
are.
the cowboy sense, you're Mavericks. You know, you don't dress like a regular
No.
cowboy band.
No.
And I admire that because your music, to me, is very, you know, I hear like a Marty Robbins. You know that sound you guys
Yeah,
have? It's
yeah.
so, and it goes so cool with your clothes that it's like you guys are mondial, you're global, you know?
Yeah, well, we tour internationally. We work in Europe and throughout Canada. We expect to go to Australia this year. We always believed that we wanted our music to be international. We never wanted it to be for just a small group of people. We wanted it to be for everybody.
Oh, that's great.
So that's the idea.
So in a band, you know, a lot of times you have headliners, you know, like this tour, Charlie Major, Tim McGraw, but the Mavericks, there's a whole team of players. And just because Raul Malo, is that how you say that?
Yeah, Malo. Mhm.
He's the lead singer. A lot of times, you know, the lead singer in a band is like the head guy. But with you guys, it seems like you guys are a team. Everybody is like an equal player. And
We do have a great team. I mean, Raul has that stellar voice in the center of it all, and I think he has a beautiful voice.
does he ever?
Yeah, so I think when you understand your role in a band and you understand how a team can work so well together, you give people room to be themselves, and then you get more out of the group. I mean, classic examples would be groups like the Rolling Stones or the Beatles even, you know. When you think about classic rock bands, what made them so unique was that you saw several personalities shining through, not necessarily several personalities from one member. That would be a multiple personality problem.
That's good
That's
too.
a whole different, that's a different ball of wax.
Well, your last album, which is a live album,
Yes.
That's the one I'm listening to right now. I was listening to it this morning. It's live, and that was done in Canada. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I want to say thank you. I'm proud that you did that in Canada.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but I'll go one better and tell you that it was made in Canada and it was released only in Canada, and the American fans and the European fans, they have to import it from Canada. So it's a very special project.
That's good.
And it was the last two shows of our 96 tour. We did record them in January of 97. The tour spilled over into January of last year. And we did 2 or 3 nights in Canada. I think it was 2 nights. Taped both nights and chose a handful of tracks and decided to take a little break after that, get a little time off the road.
Well, when you
These are the first shows back right now.
Me. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You just say anything you want to say.
Well, when you hear it, like when I hear it, well, not when you hear it, but when I hear it, I've never seen you live, and I'm really anxious to see you guys live tonight. And you also will see them live tonight. Not tonight, but here. And you hear it on the album. Like, I mean, it is so, you hear the extra solos, you hear people, you know, you hear the strings, everything. Like, you hear people breathing. It's done so well.
Oh, thank you.
So your live act must be phenomenal, because the album just, like, makes me want to, I was having breakfast and I had it on, you know, and it's like, oh, it's like, you know.
Well, I mean, for us, when we made this, I don't know if this will mean anything to the average music listener, but we didn't fix anything. We recorded the shows and just let them stand as they were. We didn't go in and put another voice on it or another guitar part. It's natural. And we felt that was a sort of honest portrayal. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the way we perform live. It's not perfect, but it has a certain energy, and I wouldn't want to change that. So.
Well, I respect that more, and I think a lot of people do too. You know, you didn't go back and tweak this and that.
No.
It's just raw. It's pure.
Yeah, it's
pure
just
energy
as it
live.
sounded that night.
Animal magnetism.
Can we cut the cameras while we have a moment here?
I want to ask you something a little bit more personal, if you don't mind. Your wife, Trisha Yearwood.
Yes.
I mean, she's a great singer, and you could tell her I said that.
Okay.
But not since, you know, a voice like Linda Ronstadt.
That's her
anybody
hero.
That's what I thought, because when I was a kid, I used to sing Linda Ronstadt, and she's got a voice.
Yeah.
And I was just bringing her up because how is it for you two, being a career couple?
Well, it's interesting. You know, obviously we're not together enough, not like most couples would desire. She's in Los Angeles tonight performing, and we're here. And it's tough at times, but we love our jobs. Oh, yeah. And we love our work, our art, our careers, whatever. So right now we have a lot of patience, and we make the time that we're together really count. We're very, very good together, you know, we really are. We're not together enough, but when we are together, it's perhaps quality exceeds the normal as well. So it's quite nice. And what's it like to be married to her? I don't know. Sometimes it's strange to me.
You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. To me, it's Trisha, you know, the wife and the friend and the partner. And when I go to her show, then it's Trisha Yearwood, the celebrity, the star, the singer. And when I'm watching her on stage, I'm not married to that person. She belongs to the people.
Well,
Very
it's
different.
neat, because if I saw pictures of you two together, and you know, you can't fake if somebody looks good together. You know what I mean? You can tell if people are into each other, they get along. And you see pictures of you two in magazines or whatever, and it's like, hey, you know, you can tell.
Well, I appreciate that. I think we are really made for one another. We're very different from one another, almost opposites, but we fit so well because of it.
But you have some similar pleasures, like collecting antiques?
Oh, absolutely. We love to shop antiques, and we bring too much stuff home, and she'll tell you that my stuff is always a mess because I like lots of things, little things everywhere. And she's a little bit more organized.
That's a man thing.
Yeah.
Men are like that.
Yeah.
So for the Mavericks, your new album is coming out. Is it out?
No, it comes out. The next record will be out, I believe, March 10th. Now, I know that's the date in the United States, and I believe that'll be the same in Canada.
Oh, we're anxious to hear it. And
I'm excited for you to hear it.
Oh, I'm anxious, and I'm anxious to see the show tonight.
You're going to be there then?
Yes, and we're going to have, we have permission to do some footage, and I'm
good.
anxious for the people to not only see you on video, but to actually see you perform live.
Oh, good.
And,
Shall we wear some...
Oh, yeah.
Rolling us whenever you're ready.
Oh, I forgot to ask one little thing, if you were going to be doing
Yeah.
anything with Trisha, ever, like a vocal thing. I'll ask that.
All right.
So ask about, should we wear
Oh,
something?
okay. So, do you suppose we should dress up for you tonight since we've got the cameras with us? Or?
The most outrageous clothes you can find for our listeners in the East.
Okay, your viewers.
Our viewers, yeah, our listeners. In French, you still say listeners, so it makes sense.
I was gonna make a joke. I have a face for radio, you know.
Okay.
Does that translate well?
I do.
I have a good face for radio.
I have a voice for television.
Oh, very nice.
So, in the future, would there be a little possibility of a Robert Reynolds, Trisha Yearwood, a la Tim McGraw, Faith Hill?
No, I don't sing. I mean, I'm just so nervous.
You just look good.
No, I just play bass and sing with, my band. Raul and Trisha sing beautifully together.
Oh, do they ever?
They both have beautiful voices. You got to imagine what my life is like. I'm surrounded by two great voices, and then there's me.
Yeah, but you got her.
Yeah.
You're married to her,
Right.
so.
What would that be? That's my my personality, I guess.
Nice beach film, loved your eyes, and used to be your long hair. You were just telling me that you're in one of her videos.
Yeah, I shot a new video with her, and they wanted us to be in an antique store and play ourselves, and so I dressed as myself, and just shopped around, and they shot little footage, But then they said, we want you to play a second character as a sort of World War I soldier that's, kind of like an image of the past. So I thought, well, if I'm going to wear a soldier's outfit, I've got to get a short haircut. So I did.
Cool.
It was fun.
Well, you still look good.
Oh, shucks.
So would you like to say hello to everybody in that Ottawa area where you did that show and that album?
Yes, hello. Ottawa and Toronto as well. Appreciate your letting us come and make a record there.
Well, I want to thank you very much. You're a very sweet man.
Thank you.
And
You're a very sweet lady.
I wish you all the best, and come back to Canada lots and lots and lots, and I think they want to see more of you in the East.
We're going to be here.
All the
We're
best of
coming
luck
to the
you.
East.
Oh, good. Salut de Robert Reynolds et Christelle Plamondon pour Country Max de Calgary.